with that report. And now we go to our segment, What's Trending. And in studio with me is Raymond Mudhe from the social media desk. Good morning, Raymond. How are you doing?
Good morning. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. How was your training? Everything went well?
Oh, brilliant. It was a really enlightening training.
Nice. Now let's go to some of the stories that you're following up on now. That is Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's birthday, and being told that he left campus with 2 certificates. Which certificates are these?
I said, you're being very daring. So Pastor Dorcas Rigathi, of course, celebrated her husband, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, for his 59th birthday, and praised him as a loving, caring man, despite, of course, common misconceptions about his public demeanor, which were also evident during the first few days of his tenure as Deputy President. But it was a really enlightening moment. This couple does not shy away from showing love. I remember I was here talking about how DP Rigathi was celebrating Pastor Dorcas. And remember, like you said rightly, they met in 1987 at Kenyatta University. And it has been a love story since. And then now, here we are. And they have 2 sons, Keith and Calvin. And apart from wishing him the happy birthday, they wished him good health and prosperity in his work.
And we equally wish him the very best. And now, Raila Odinga says that he did not plan to meet with President William Ruto in Uganda, yet we see them together. Just take us through that.
So it is now emerging that from Raila's perspective, that his meeting with President William Ruto rather, and Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni was unplanned. So Raila is saying that he proceeded to Museveni's fort to negotiate about his African Union Commission bid for the job, and met President Ruto there, who was also negotiating about other important issues like the oil issue. And of course, critical issues like energy, petroleum, and the East African Political Federation were discussed in this meeting. But Kenyans online were abuzz with, remember when people were saying this is handshake 2.0 or 2.1, because there was a 2.0 somewhere in there in the offing. 2.1 this one was, but now it is now emerging that now it was unplanned. Kenyans are really torn between who to trust on this one, because politics, again, politics has a lot of sides. And the meeting, as I said, just to mention, it aimed to resolve issues like petroleum imports arrangements between Kenya and Uganda, and of course fast-track regional integration. President William Ruto has been forthright with that in terms of rallying for Pan-Africanism. But this revelation now sends the online community into a spin. We don't know who to trust.
And Raila Odinga says that he was there to lobby as he continues to bid for his position as the AU chairperson. We get to see how that will go. But then again, KFCB has struck, and this time on Mbarambamba. Why?
So Kenya Film Classification Board has struck on Chris Mbarambamba, but that's not his stage name, that is his real name. And gospel artist William Getumbe to be removed from streaming platforms due to inappropriate content. Especially William Getumbe's content was very controversial in the past week because of the terms he used. We cannot even mention them here because KFCB will also issue a strike on us. And it issued a demand letter to Mbarambamba and Getumbe to remove any inappropriate content from their platforms. And failure to do that will now lead to legal action. And the letters also issued to social media platforms to pull down those controversial songs. The Kenyan online community, I think, is, for the better part that I've seen, is in agreement with this particular sanction by KFCB. Particularly Getumbe's song was very, very controversial. And I think Dr. Ezekiel Mutua also addressed that, the CEO of MCSK. I had spoken to him earlier about this tradition by musicians of having titles and controversial songs. And he had a lot to say. Maybe people should check that out on our social media platforms. But this one is a very controversial one, and it's trending.
And finally, today is the 29th of February. Leap Day is today. Those celebrating their birthdays today will do that in 2028. Just what are some of the myths surrounding Leap Day?
As you said, they will celebrate in 2028. So will they be turning 4 years older or 1 year older?
You tell me.
So that is something also people are debating online. What exactly is the meaning of this Leap Day? And in other countries like the UK, it means that women can propose marriage to men. In Ireland, and of course UK and other countries. And if a man refuses a proposal, he should compensate by buying the woman fabric to make a skirt. Can you imagine how interesting that is? In Italy, Scotland, and Greece, leap day is considered a sign of bad luck, Aseto. So let's hope our day goes well here today. I don't know what people believe here in Kenya, but we wait to see what online community will be saying about this. But that debate about the birthday being 1 year or 4 years is raging online.
So basically, when you're proposed, you can't say